today. It's about 12:35. It is also Saturday, the 17th, right? 2024. That part I think I know. It is the 17th. A little early, and it's going to be a short live session, maybe 20 minutes, um, or even shorter. Mocha is on her way over. I'm going to go out for this will be my third walk for the day. Well, last time out was a walk and run combination of the two, and this is just opportunity, short walk. Um, she's in school and she's doing her getting her degree, bachelor's degree, associate's degree in American Sign Language. And one of the electives is photography, which is a love and passion for her. And so this is more of a photo out type walk. We're going to go down to my local pond and take some photos, maybe even some videos if anything catches our eye, our imagination. I have I have very poor photography skills. Um, she has excellent photography skills, and I have a cheap phone camera, and I haven't been able to find anything that works. I have a camcorder, but it doesn't have a great zoom, so I can't get anything close up. Um, so we'll see. I'm looking for a solution. If anyone has any recommendations for an inexpensive camcorder type with a really good zoom, something specific for like bird watching or um, things along those lines, let me know. A friend, it is what it is here. Lewis, how are you? Um, Sorry I missed you guys live. I'm gonna check out the session when I get back from my walk. Um, Especially you and the Jay. I'm sure it was a good session. Um, so, yep, in about 15 minutes or so, we'll close things down and I'll head out again for my third outing for the day in the snow. It is, we got maybe an inch last night. It's not a whole lot. Um, Enough to make it pretty, and it's not really cold out. So that's it's pretty cool when you have snow, but you're not freezing when you go outside. I was out this morning, well, early, a little before 5. I was out for my first walk, and it was nice. I mention it all the time, how much I love being out there that early in the morning because the world is absolutely mine. Every so often, I run into a runner, which I try to avoid. Nothing against runners. I've been a runner most of my life in one way or another, one form or another. Um, but generally speaking, when you run that early in the morning, they're with a headlight or a flashlight, and the steps are heavy, they're breathing loud, and it's a little bit of an intrusion on the solitude, which is the reason why I'm out there. I bring a flashlight with me, but I don't use it. It's only for emergencies. Um, I'm hesitant to shine a light on anything because I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt anyone else's life, including that of animals. It's actually very distressing to them. And it's distressing to me when I have a runner shine a light right directly in my eye, which they do because they're looking at you, probably wondering, why is this person crazy enough to be out here before 5 o'clock in the morning? Let's see. Lewis says it was great. It's a thing now. Shirtless Saturday, 7:30 Western, 10:30 Eastern time. Write it down and join it next time. Every session has been a shirtless session for me. I always trained doing burpees shirtless, and then when I first started filming, I thought, well, I should probably wear a shirt and I hated it. It's just, when you're doing burpees, you're going to start sweating quickly. It means I have to do laundry more often. So I was like, you know what? If someone doesn't like the way my 59, almost 59-year-old body looks, um, they can tune into the Busy Dad channel. Skip mine. So I will have to join you guys live sometime. That would be fun. I got to figure out how to do that kind of stuff. You would think, going on 2 years soon of having a channel, that I would know how to do that stuff. I don't know how to do anything. I just figured out a couple weeks ago how to go make a short, and then I just figured out like 2 or 3 days ago how to turn an existing video into a short. Let's see. Vero, am I pronouncing that right? If I'm not, I apologize. Says hello. Hello, my friend. How are you? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here on a short session. I notice when... So this talk isn't going to be anything big. We won't cover any major issues. I was talking about running. Beryl says, I am Turks. That's interesting. Is that a Turkish name? V-A-R-O-L. Beryl. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Again, absolutely nothing against runners. Being a runner myself, although the last few years I prefer brisk walking over running. Beryl says, no speak English. Well, I appreciate you being here then. Either way, I appreciate you being here. I hope I make some kind of sense. I doubt it, though. I probably make as much sense in Turkish as I make in English. Heck, I might even make more sense. Who knows? I noticed on our friend Bro Derek's channel that he just finished a 6-mile run. He's training for a half marathon. He did some jumps, and he had a little photo up of Chi running, which was a book I probably got 20 years ago, and a huge difference in my running, huge difference in my life actually, because it allowed me to run great distances, injury-free, recovering quickly. And injury was just never even something that I was concerned about in all my entire decade of ultra running. Because the only time I got hurt running, I had done some heavy deadlifts. I was dehydrated and I went out for some speed work and hurt my hamstring. So that was due to stupidity, not due to my running. Every injury I've ever gotten in training has been due to my own stupidity and not to the training itself. Just doing one thing, and there's that little niggling voice that says, don't do it, and you push it aside and you do it anyway, and you end up getting hurt. Every single injury I've ever had has been because of that, with the exception of some injuries like in judo where it's just pounding. Anyway, so I wanted to throw in a plug to Bro Derek's plug on Chi running. It's an excellent book. It teaches you barefoot style running, and you don't necessarily have to be wearing minimal shoes, although it's helpful. Once you get that style down, you could wear street shoes and run injury-free. You could go barefoot. You could use sandals. It doesn't matter. You have that style down and you're bulletproof as far as running is concerned. It's based upon the principles of Tai Chi. Honestly, it's just based on natural running. The way we run, if we didn't have 8 ounces of running shoes and 4 inches of cushion beneath us, It's the way we ran when we were kids. It's the way we learned how to run and then quickly forgot because we put our feet in um, thick running shoes, which changes everything. Not to mention, it creates some distance between us and the earth. It creates some separation, and we need that connection. I'd urge everyone, as part of, you can call it a spiritual practice, you can call it a health practice, a well-being practice, doesn't matter, whatever term. Spend some time, especially in the warm months. It doesn't have to be. Spend some time barefoot. Reconnect to the ground, reconnect with the earth. Um, and I mean, it's a principle in many of the Far Eastern traditions, reconnecting, grounding, regrounding. And if you can do that in a natural setting, it doesn't have to be. You can go out in your backyard if necessary. But if you can go someplace near running water, someplace with lots of trees, place with sitting water, a pond or a lake, you'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference, and it'll have a profound effect. So one of the great things with the chi running is offering you again that reconnection to the earth. So not only are you learning to run injury-free for long distances and fast, you are improving your emotional and spiritual health as well. We, in essence, we are of the ground. We're made of the very same elements that make the ground. So it's not like we are the only one receiving something by that connection. We're literally giving our energy back to the earth. We're reforming a relationship that is ancient, which is as ancient as mankind itself, as ancient as the earth, and even further. When you consider that every element came into existence moments after the Big Bang, and that those same elements, the very same elements, not different ones, the very same elements, are still here and make us up, then when we do something like reconnecting with the earth, we're literally experiencing our roots again. We're literally giving our energy, returning our energy, recycling it through the universal structure. It's the greatest form of prayer that I can think of, because we're going without anything in between. We're not turning towards someone that we consider holier or wiser than ourselves. We're not enclosing ourselves within walls, sitting in a pew. We're not reading it in a book. We're literally experiencing the presence of the divine within the earth. Remember the ending of Genesis. And God surveys all that he created and said it is good. Everything that he created, and he said it was good. So why cut ourselves off from that goodness, from the goodness of the earth, from the goodness that God created? Reconnect. Think of it as a prayer. Think of it as praising God and saying, yes, it is good. So that seems to be a good closing point for a talk that went after absolutely nowhere for about 20 minutes, for about 15 minutes actually. So appreciate anyone who tuned in. Appreciate anyone who watches later. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your weekend.